This bow tuning tip is brought to you by Rest Rocket. Feel the power. Hey everybody, today I'm going to tell you about a new product that just came out. It's called the Rest Rocket. And what the Rest Rocket is it's a drop-away arrow rest delay add-on mechanism. And I say mechanism, that probably sounds really complicated. This thing's really simple. What it's designed to do is it's designed to increase your arrow travel between 4 to 6 inches on a drop-away arrow rest, and it does not cause cam timing issues or your cam to be out of time by the pull, which everybody that has a drop-away arrow rest knows that with the 2.5 to 3 inches that you have set on your arrow rest, that's about as much as you can get without pulling too much out of time, even though you are really pulling it out of time some. So I wanted to give you a little bit of a background about the Rest Rocket. It's actually, I'm really proud of this product because I have actually been the co-inventor of this. Paul Morris of Starflight and I had been talking about figuring out a way to delay the drop-away arrow rests and make them stay up longer. So we had got our heads together and we came up with a few different prototypes, and lo and behold, we came up with the design we have now. It's very user-friendly. This is you're able to add it on to your existing arrow rest setup without changing, without taking it apart. You don't have to take the cord off or anything like that. You can add it on. It's field replaceable, and it's very easy to put on. I mean, I can put one on in probably 2 minutes while I'm talking, and I do a lot of talking, as you guys know. But it's so simple to do. I mean, and I know a lot of guys out there are probably going to freak out when they're thinking about their time, the time that their arrow rest is up. And what we've done is we've made this thing so simple that you can put it on in a flash, and if you listen to my instructions and follow these to the T, you're not going to have any troubles at all. I promise you that. I've put on these things. I put this thing on over 100 times already, and I've been testing it for the last month. So we're going to get into the installation of it, and we're going to show you how to put it on, and we're going to show you a couple of shots with it and show you how it works. A couple things before we start installing this. You need to be sure that your drop away has 2 inches of arrow travel at the very beginning. And you can do that by, like I've done, is I've made a measuring arrow with a masking tape and put some little marks on it, and that way you knock it up, draw it back, and when you hit full upright, you want to see 2 inches of arrow travel. If you've got more than 2 inches, if you're running around 3, something like that, go ahead and move your knot up, or your football, or whatever type of attachment you have. You can just move it up just a little bit and gain yourself that 2 inches. The other thing is you're going to see me mess around with this fobbed arrow, putting it on here and stuff. Now, this is not just a fob setup. This is a setup for any person who has a drop-away arrow rest to gain more arrow travel. Okay, when you open the packaging, inside the package you're going to find 6 parts. You're going to find 2 of the cable keys. You're going to find 2 of the cable crimps. And you're also going to find 2 pieces of 2-inch tubing, one red and one green. Colors may vary, but as of now we're doing one red and one green. I'm going to put the red on for this demonstration. You're going to start out by taking your cable key and you're going to slide it over your cord to your rest. Go ahead and snap it down like so. Okay, you want to spring them out a little bit and then slide them right over your cord and pop them down just like that. Okay, now they're going to slide freely. Okay, now your keys are going to be sliding freely. What you want to do is go ahead and take your rubber tubing and you're going to slide it over one of the keys until it seats all the way against the eye, like so. You squeeze it together, go ahead and slide it over the key until it hits the eye all the way down by the cord, like so. This is where it gets really simple. I've installed enough of these to know already to preset these. Every single bow that I've installed it on, regardless of how long the cord is, you simply want to pull the slack out of your cord, like so. Basically, it's a continuation. If you drew a straight line with your cord across to the other side of the cord, your tubing is going to be filling in the gap. as you can see here. Okay, now that we have the slack pulled out of the cable, now you don't want to reach way up here and actually stretch your tubing, because that'll cause you to have too much drop. You want to just pull it just like this, snug it down. Go ahead and take one of your crimps. And the crimp is there to keep this from sliding up and down the cord like that. You know, if you don't have the crimp, it'll just slide around on the cord. Go ahead and pull your slack out. Slide your crimp right over the top of this. It's open on one end like a little C crimp. You want to go ahead and squeeze that down on your cord. Snug it up a little bit. Make sure it doesn't move. Okay, that one's good. We've got this one. Go ahead, and it doesn't matter if it's center or not. It can be on one end or closer to the other end. It's not rocket science, even though it is the rest rocket. Go ahead and put your other C crimp on, and cinch that one down. Okay, we're done. That's all there is to it. It's really that simple to install the rest rocket on any drop-away arrow rest with a cord. You know, one of the things that is in the design of this that I love is the fact that it's addable. You add it right onto your cord without taking it off. It's field replaceable, so if this tubing was to break, you can switch it, lickety split, boom. You're right back in business. You never missed a beat. You're done. Just like voila, you know, you reinstall it. Everything is set in there, calibrated, as long as you make sure that when you set this up that your tubings are the same length. You're back in business. You know, the nice thing about it is if it breaks while you're at full draw, I've never had it happen. I'm not going to say it can, it could. It's not indestructible. You still have the safety feature of the cord being attached, and the rest is going to work. It's ingenious. All right, I'm going to put the red back on. I'm going to go ahead and draw it back, show you guys the arrow travel. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that your rest gets to full upright. Now draw it back, get your rest up, ease it down till you see it move, then take that measurement and then draw your bow back. That way you eliminate just the stretch that this tubing has to get that rest up. All right, here we go. All right, it's moving at 14. All right, all the way back to 20 inches. Whoops. Okay, so I have 6 inches of arrow travel. 4 to 6 inches is what you want. If you're anywhere within those guidelines, you're going to be perfect, set up and dead on the money. Wow, that's pretty unbelievable, huh? Yeah, I thought so too the very first time that I shot this. I couldn't believe how much closer it made my pin gap and how much easier it is for me to reach longer ranges when I go out west and hunt. It's awesome. I'm just stoked about this thing. Okay, one more thing in closing. I know a lot of guys are going to ask, why not have more than 6 inches? If that's really good, why not more? Because you don't want the rest to stay up any longer than that. It'll defeat the purpose of it being a drop-away arrow rest. And the reason you'd have a drop-away arrow rest is to eliminate torque and friction. You know, you've never had longer arrow travel because it wasn't able to be done. Nobody had figured a way out to do it because it would cause your cam timing to be out. Paul and I, that's Paul Morris at Starflight, myself, Kenny Parson, have revolutionized the drop-away arrow rest and brought it into the 21st century so you can have a better archery experience. Thanks and stay tuned. I'll catch you next time. The Rest Rocket is available at restrocket.com and exclusively at BowTuningTips.com.